still learning one another here.
It's what I was going to do anyways. I do nice things occasionally. Mr.
Court drawn here, which as Jay said, exempt preside.
May be seated. Cook.
Good morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people. Your Honor, the people would waive any potential conflict between this honorable court and the office of all the people who do not believe that any such conflict exists, who makes this waiver in the avoidance of all doubt.
Mr. Buck.
Good morning, Your Honor. Likewise, this is between this honorable court and the office of the public defender. However, we do want to inform that
The court for its part also does not believe there's a conflict either in Michigan court rules or the cases decided thereunder. To the extent a conflict does exist, given the waivers, the court will consent to hear the matters. Court does call the case. Side up. People State of Michigan versus Chastity.
That's me. That's me.
I'm going to see if she's.
All right. Hello, Ms. Newman. Can you state your name for the
Hello.
record for me?
My name's Chastity Newman.
All right. We're trying to find your attorney.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. As soon as
She's already identified herself. Court has before the plea form that indicates going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud 3893. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. Prosecutor is recommending a fines and cost sentence, and that restitution be held open for 30 days. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct.
Your Honor, we are asking though for time served. Ms. Newman is in Huron Valley's prison and until May of next year. Then will be transferred to Indiana State Prison for more than a year. So given that much time, we would ask for time served with a waiver of all but the statutory fees rather than fines and costs.
Everybody's agreed to a fines and cost sentence, but now you want to change it.
People have no objection to that, given that she's going to be serving time at least.
We had discussed it.
It's what I was going to do anyway. So I don't know why you, yes, I do nice things occasionally.
We're still learning one another here.
What'd you say?
We're still learning one another.
Oh, no, I got you pegged.
I did too.
I don't. You might be learning me, but I got you pegged. Ms. Newman, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, state your name again for the record, please.
My name's Chastity Lynn Newman.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud third degree. That is a punishable by up to 93 days in jail. $500 fine plus court costs. Fine could be increased 3 times the value of the taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes,
And to that charge, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed or had signed on your behalf an advice of rights. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
You understand that you're waiving or giving up those rights, including the rights in paragraph 5, which are your trial rights.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
understand? All right.
Yes,
You understand? You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole? That'd be a no.
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And also because you believe that you're indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
On the date of November 11, 2021, at the location of 5450 Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, what do you do at the Sam's Club that makes you think that you're guilty?
While the store was open, I went in and I took merchandise, passed without paying, and left the store.
Okay. And you indicated the store was open to the public at the time?
Yes, sir.
You didn't have anybody's permission to take this property, did you?
No, sir.
And the property that you took was offered for sale by Sam's Club?
Yes, sir.
All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court ruling? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'll accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Ma'am, anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
No, sir.
All right. I will sentence the defendant to the statutory minimums of $125, 93 days incarceration, credit 93 served, and restitution will remain open for 30 days. Anything further?
Nothing.
That on my own.
You're doing pretty
Oh.
well. Good work.
Well, thank you. No? Besides, I wanted to take offense. Ms. Newman, thank you.
You're welcome. You have a blessed day, sir.
You do the same.
Thank you very
Court
much.
Court case people versus Antoine Reed.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Anna Christina. Approaching,
Who again?
because I want to make your day.
Doing so well. Your name, sir?
Antoine Reed, Your Honor.
All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, prosecution and I have agreed to an adjournment on this matter so that they can obtain more information.
During this matter to September 2nd, 2026, 9 a.m. If that date works for you, Ms. Saxon, or you want again? Really? Okay, traveling again, as you always are. All right. Court does call the case people versus Jason Braswell.
Your Honor, Raymond.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Jason Braswell, who stands to my right. Please introduce yourself to the court. Jason Braswell.
I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant would be pleading as charged to operating while intoxicated to 93-day offense.
That's correct.
That's the court's full understanding.
That's correct.
Yes, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Do you solemnly testimony you're about to give be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes,
State your name, please.
Jason Braswell.
Sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine plus court costs. The court could order any rehabilitative services the court deems necessary, as well as community service. The court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution, as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
Signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Sir.
Any question regarding any of those rights? No? You'll see a copy on the podium. Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights. Part of a trial, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on them.
Yes, sir.
You're giving up your right to appeal of right. Are you on probation or parole?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today, which is nothing, to get you to plead?
Sorry, repeat. Sorry, no, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything? Did anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will? And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
November 14, 2022, at the location of Ellsworth Road near Carpenter, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle? Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
I did. Yes.
What'd you have and how much?
I had beer and mixed drinks, several throughout the day.
Mixed drinks with alcohol?
Correct. Yes.
Who mixed drink? All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
Stopped by the police.
Why'd they stop you?
Speeding.
Are you disputing the right of the police to stop you in this case?
No, sir.
Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes.
Were you taken to the hospital?
Yes.
And was there a blood draw? And what were the results of that blood draw?
0.18 will stipulate to.
0.18.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No, sir.
All right. Sir, I do have to advise you that if between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendants referred to probation, referred to Von Swartz for alcohol screening and assessment. Sentencing in this matter will be 9th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Your Honor, I have a in-person matter in Detroit.
Sorry. Okay.
Is it possible to do
No.
the 16th?
No, we don't do it. We can do August 26th.
Your Honor, at this time, I have a trial beginning August 25th. I'm going to apologize. Well, September 9th was,
No, we'll work around your schedule.
I know. I can't imagine that.
September 23rd.
September 23rd? That would be fantastic if you could. I appreciate the accommodation, Your Honor.
I didn't even do anything. I said nothing. And the state we're going with. What date was that again? September 23rd, 2026. Is that at noon or not? 9 a.m. Thank you, Ann.
Thank you very much to you and your staff. I appreciate it.
With its conditions will continue. Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Thomas Cheris.
Raymond Cook for the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Brian Montoya with it on behalf of Mr. Chair, who's approaching the podium.
I've been
Record.
Thomas Stephen. Thank you. I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading to an added count two of operating while visibly impaired, the 93-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor. Retrial not.
Oh, were we?
With respect to the round, we waive formal reading and stand muted this time.
Having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. All right. Read the agreement. May I have him sworn?
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Thomas Stephen Check.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of operating while visibly impaired. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail and $300 fine plus court costs. Court could order community service and any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. Could order your vehicle immobilized. Court order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty
Yes, Your Honor.
to that charge? How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Understand that, Your Honor.
Signed an advice of rights form?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Sign an advice of rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Questions regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Copy on the podium, please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on there.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand that.
And that you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, I am.
and of your own free will
Yes, Your Honor.
because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the date of April 25th, 2026, at the location of I-94 near Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
What'd you have and how much?
I had 3 beers over the course of about 2.5 to 3 hours. 6 or 7 hours earlier than that, I had a glass of wine with dinner.
Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped by the police, sir.
Why'd they stop you?
The officer, the state trooper, observed me weaving on my vehicle.
Are you challenging the right of the police to stop you in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Right. Were you ultimately arrested?
I was.
Were you taken to the hospital?
Yes, sir.
Were you given a blood test?
Yes, sir.
And what were the results of that blood test?
09, Your Honor.
0.09. Sir, do you have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No, Your Honor.
Taking everything into consideration on that date and at that time, do you believe that your ability to operate that motor vehicle was visibly impaired due to your consumption of alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that, sir?
I understand that, sir.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises or other inducements which have led to this?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendants referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing will be, are we sure? Mr. Montoy, does September 9th work for you?
It sure does. What time are we talking?
Wow, see, he's so nice.
You're saying 9 at 9?
Yes, sir.
Now you're talking.
September 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. As to bond in this case, I will set the defendant's bond at a $10,000 personal recognizance bond. Sir, I'll now order standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession of any weapons, under no alcohol, recreational marijuana at this time, or any illegal drugs. And that's it. I'm not going to. 09, we're good. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Andrew Newman.
Your Honor, Ray Cook for the people.
Appearing on behalf of the defendant, Dr. Andrew Newman, who appears to my right.
Your name, sir?
Newman, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, I have before me a plea form indicates that the defendant will be to an added count 2 of operating while visibly impaired. The 93-day offense upon his successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Correct, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Right here. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
Please.
Andrew Newman.
Sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of operating while visibly impaired. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days of jail, $300 fine plus court costs. The court could order you to perform community service or any other rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. Court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that, sir?
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
To that charge, how do you plead?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
Signed an advice of rights form?
I did, Your Honor.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
I have no questions, Your Honor.
All right, look at paragraph 5. Copy on your right to jar part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights of action.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right. You on probation or parole? Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you? You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will? And also because you believe that you're indeed guilty?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
February 28, 2026, at the location of I-94 near Ann Arbor Saline Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor? What'd you have and how much?
I had 2 beers and about 2 glasses of wine, Your Honor.
All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
There's no accident. I was stopped by the police, Your Honor.
Why'd they stop you?
Failure to maintain my lane.
All right. Are you disputing the right of the police to stop you in this case?
No, I'm not.
All right. Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes, I was.
Were you taken to the hospital?
Yes,
Was there a blood draw?
there was.
And was the result of that blood draw a 0.155?
Yes, it was, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right. Taking everything into consideration on that date and at that time, do you believe that your ability to operate that motor vehicle was visibly impaired due to your consumption of alcohol?
Yes, it was, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, I understand, Your
All
Honor.
right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None from people?
None, Your Honor.
Have I complied?
Yes, sir.
You have, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Here's where we have problems. Sentencing will be, counsel, will that work for you?
That'd be great, Your Honor.
All right, well, September 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. It was Saxon causing all the problems. Right. Bond with its conditions will continue. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case, People versus Shana Scipio. I said that all wrong.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, David, on behalf of Shayna,
Scipio, exactly how it's.
it helps me if I do this when I say.
Sandra, okay, I'll see if that works for me. Ma'am, your name?
Shana.
And this is the arraignment. As to the arraignment, counsel, do you waive formal reading?
Waive the formal reading, stand defendant mute at this time, Your Honor.
Defendant have waive formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. And what do you want to do in this case?
Your Honor, we're requesting a pretrial in approximately 30 days. I've had discussions with the people. I believe we are working towards a resolution. They'd like to see a letter. Ms. Casiopo has been doing a lot of treatment, quite a bit of positive things, and I'd like to submit a letter to the prosecutor. So I was requesting approximately 30 days. I don't know if that September 9th date works.
No.
No.
See, what happened? People start picking their own date.
I just heard September 9th. I was like,
September 2nd work for you, or I have the 16th.
Yes.
I can do the 2nd or the 16th, whatever you prefer, Cal.
on the 16th, will that be in the morning?
We're hoping. Is it? See, I know nothing apparently. Yes, it will be.
Let's go with the 16th.
16th?
And just a question, Your Honor. Oftentimes with Your Honors, I know the felony docket, like the week of it, we get different times throughout the day, or is
Correct.
this work like that, or is it for sure?
Yes, all my dockets work that way, but you need a morning time.
I actually later would be better. I have a conflict at 9 a.m.
Okay, so we make a note of that.
Yes.
We can put in just as late as we can.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Bro, see, I'm a nice guy. I try. I'm not going to do it. Adjourn the matter to September 16th, 2026. I'll say at 9 a.m., but we'll put that later in the date. As to bond in this case, alleged BAC.
4-2, there was no threat, no. I wouldn't know that I will likely be submitting an amended complaint. I believe the date of offense in the case is 6, it should be 20.
It was actually, the complaint was amended at the time of its swear to advice, actually by Officer Cole. It was, all right. I will set the defendant's bond, given all of that, at $25,000 personal recognizance bond. Alert standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession of any weapons. There's to be use of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
I will also order that the defendant report to community corrections for placement on the sober link testing.
May I make a request as to that, Your Honor? I'm not sure if this is something that Your Honor would allow. I've had Miss Casiopo, I advised her, this case took quite a while to charge. I advised her to get on a SoberLink device prior to this arraignment through EMS Tether Services out of Hazel Park, Michigan. Would the court consider allowing her to just continue testing at specific times on the SoberLink device, and I can provide that proof to the court? They work with many courts around the Oakland County area.
Oakland? At Oakland. Is that what he said? We're in what? Any response?
I believe when Mr. and I were talking, he indicated that the defendant is currently testing once per day on that device. As long as that is twice per day, I would have no.
And my standard is times a day. So if that increases to 3 times a day, and she will still have to report over to community corrections. So what I will do is I will indicate that I will allow her to use the testing device, provided testing is increased to 3 times per day, and that the results are sent directly to community corrections. Now, I've never done it with the SoberLink, so I don't know how that may work. And it may be something that the other agency has to either allow her to see or them to see, or if they're going to send them, however that works out. If that will not work for community corrections, then she would have to come off of the other device and get on our device.
Very well. Thank you very much for making that allowance, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Court does call the case versus Christopher Beller.
Your Honor, ring for the people.
Good morning, Beller.
Good morning. Didn't know if you were going to talk to me today. Okay.
Working. However.
Yes, he's right here. He's right up here. Mr. Beller, state your name.
Christopher Beller.
Everything's a shock to you.
I know. Well, Mr. Beller, I attempted to contact you. Can you call the public defender's office and update your phone number, or is email the best way to get in touch with you?
Email, but I had some troubles getting on it this week.
Okay.
During the matter to September 2nd, 2026, 9 a.m.
Call the public defender's office. They'll transfer you to me. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, sir. Court calls the cases of the people versus Sherman Booth.
Morning, Your Honor. Rain Cook for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Beller, on behalf of Mr. Booth. Say your name, sir.
Sherman Booth.
Your Honor, we're here for 2 cases today on the docket. I was looking in our file as well as in JIS, and I believe there may be a clerical error here. We only have 1 case in our system for Mr. Booth. In looking at JIS, both cases have the same date of offense, same charge, same officer. It's a 1-digit difference in the report number. So I believe that something may have been accidentally filed twice, and there was a typo or in our system is the file ending in 0746.
This is for.
You don't have 659?
Correct.
That's weird for a number of reasons. Let me just check.
Which one have we been up to? Which one was the argument?
I think it indicates either rained on the file ending.
And the only reason that I say that is because the file that you have in your system of 0746 is set for arraignment today.
Yes, because I believe it was rained on the other case, but back in July 15th.
Correct. On July 15th. So
For the report that I have is the report ending in 598. Report that goes
your report number ends in
598.
really interesting. 598?
Correct.
Okay, so I don't know where Officer Cole was doing that day. However, the complaint was amended to reflect the 598. So say that clearer. Report in 0659, the complaint was amended to reflect the report number ending in 598. So go ahead.
If that's the case, the court has the 598 as the correct one. It seems to me that dismissing 0659, since it's a duplicate charge, would make the most sense since we have the correct number on 0746.
I saw that caused you pain. It's me too. Because Cook always comes up with these solutions, but that didn't, that was not what I was expecting to hear.
Is Your Honor saying on 065, all the numbers are so, this is a bunch of lawyers dealing with numbers, so 0659, Your Honor is saying that the officer amended the complaint to make the police report accurate. So that
Correct.
that he's already been arraigned on is accurate.
That he's already been arraigned on. I think the problem, so that's what I thought. I would think that I'd retain that case and then the other case would be dismissed. However,
That's fine by me.
will you be able to correct that in your system?
We can find a way to do that, I'm sure. So
So in other words, I don't know, but I'll give somebody.
I'm not tech savvy enough to understand the inner workings of our system, but I trust that we'll be able to make that work. So
All right, so what I will do is 0746 will dismiss without prejudice. And I'm gonna do that on the court's motion rather than as a nollie. And then we'll proceed after all of that. What are we gonna do on the case that now still lives?
Well, we're asking for an adjournment. This case involves phone records, so we are looking at phone records. It was an investigation.
Well, is that gonna take you time? Is that what you're trying to tell me, or what are you trying to communicate to me, Miss?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're at the mercy of Metro PCS, so I'm not sure how long that may take, but you know, I have no issue really coming back this second. I mean, that's
Why don't we try this? I'll set it out to the 16th,
okay.
September 16th, 2026, 9 a.m. That way give you time to try to get those records. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.